Hey Joe, it's Folks here. A lot of people think that selling t-shirts in the year 2025 is going to be the best thing if you want to sell apparel on a print-on-demand store, but that is false. The fact is that there is an entire category of print-on-demand apparel products that many new sellers don't know about. These print-on-demand apparel items are also way more profitable than a shirt, especially if you begin doing some mental math. If you look at what the shirts cost compared to what we can sell them for, especially if you start minusing all of your various costs, including taxes or transaction fees or even marketing fees, you will see that you are left with just a couple of dollars in profit. These apparel items are also way higher in quality. In most cases, print-on-demand t-shirts are not that nice. They ultimately could lead to lots of customer complaints, especially if people are not following the washing and care instructions for their t-shirt that they ordered from your print-on-demand store. And in a lot of cases, these print-on-demand products that I'm going to show you today are ultimately going to have a much better feel when you're actually holding them in your hands. A third thing about these print-on-demand apparel products is that they are very, very low in competition. Ultimately, if you are being realistic, t-shirts are the most popular print-on-demand item. In a lot of cases, they are going to be completely saturated for your niche, and in general, a lot of people would recommend you to find a low competition niche rather than switching to a low competition product, like some of the ones that I'm going to show you in today's video. As I mentioned before, many people don't know about these print-on-demand products, and these are print-on-demand items that I personally have sold on my own stores. I've made thousands in monthly profits selling them, and the cool part is you can sell to the most competitive niches doing this. In today's video, like I said, we're going to go behind the scenes of some of the print-on-demand supplier catalogs to show you some amazing print-on-demand apparel items. If you are just getting started though, and you do need help actually building a store and choosing great niches and making designs, I do have a free course. It's called POD for Dummies, and there is a link down in the description. And so ultimately the point of this video is to simply expose some of you to some amazing print-on-demand apparel items that you might not have known existed. During the video today, we're going to be looking at 3 print-on-demand stores. This here is the first one, and yes, all of these items that you're seeing on here, all of these apparel items are available from print-on-demand suppliers. This here is another print-on-demand store that we are going to be breaking down in the video today. And again, yes, these are print-on-demand items. And lastly, we have this print-on-demand store here. And yes, they are selling t-shirts, but you should see that they look a little bit different than your traditional shirt. Basically, if you look at the one on the right versus the one on the left, you can see a clear difference there. Now, these stores could have just gone with strictly t-shirts, but they did not. And they are selling in niches that truly come alive when they sell these other print-on-demand items. In a moment, we're going to take a look at some suppliers for this stuff. All 3 of these print-on-demand stores here are in fact built on Shopify, which is where I build all of my print-on-demand stores. If you're in the process of getting your own Shopify store together, like I said, I do have a free print-on-demand course. It's called POD for Dummies. Inside, I've got over 30 videos showing you how to build your own store. For starters, let's jump in and take a peek at this store here. It's called pfxoutdoors.com. They basically create some fishing hoodies, and there's a little bit of a difference between these hoodies here and what you might typically see on a print-on-demand store. You can see that they are printing all over the garment. These are called all-over print hoodies. Basically, the front, the sleeves, the entire back, even the hood on the hoodie is able to be printed on with whatever you want. The same thing is true here. The t-shirt on the left is just a traditional t-shirt that you can get from basically any print-on-demand supplier. The one on the right is called an all-over print shirt, which basically, just like that hoodie, allows you to print all over the entire garment. Finding stuff like this is quite easy. Right here inside of the Printify catalog, they have an entire category of all over print clothing. This product here would be the all over print shirt. Again, your design covers the entire garment. And also this product here would be the example of the all over print hoodie. And this here is another supplier. It's called Subliminator. And again, this hoodie here is something that you can design all over the garment. Not only does this result in a much cooler design, but it also allows you to make a little bit more in profit. Products like these though on this store are probably ones that maybe some of you didn't know existed. Print-on-demand leggings or sports bras or even print-on-demand shorts as we continue to scroll. The fact is that everything you see inside of this menu is available from a print-on-demand supplier. Everything from baseball shirts to button-up shirts to swim trunks and shorts, obviously t-shirts and hoodies like we talked about before, print-on-demand joggers, bomber jackets, sweatshirts, robes, and even print-on-demand socks are available from print-on-demand suppliers. In a moment, I'm going to show you the suppliers for some of those more unique print-on-demand items, but first, I just want to show you what these stores have been able to accomplish on their social media pages. Stuff like this here, this is an all-over print item. It does not have to be super detailed like some of the other stores that we looked at. You can see that they've basically just got a solid color on the sleeve as well as on the actual chest. They have their logo there as well. If we continue to scroll through the page, they're also doing a lot of different types of content like memes. They've also got customer photos like this of people wearing their awesome hoodies. And if we look through some of their images, we can see that some of these products here stand out a lot more than stuff like this. The store is also running a lot of ads on both Facebook and Instagram. These are them here. And ultimately, when people see these types of products on social media, because it's not something they've seen every day, they are ultimately going to be a little bit more likely to actually be interested in buying. At least that has been my experience. The same thing is true with this print-on-demand store here. On their Facebook page, you can see they have well over 100,000 followers. If we scroll through it, you can see that they do have a lot of really awesome print-on-demand designs as well as product photos. Now, obviously, this store is a little bit further along where it seems to be that they are doing some model photo shoots and things like that for some of their hoodies like this, and even some of their sportswear like this. But ultimately, a lot of this can be accomplished with mock-ups as well. You can see that they are posting a lot of mock-ups like these here on their Facebook pages. And ultimately, what I'm trying to say is don't feel like if you are just getting into print on demand that you would have to create videos like this here. And I'm also not saying that if you are starting a print on demand store that you would need to just avoid t-shirts in general. Personally, I think t-shirts are one of the hardest print on demand items to sell. I have been doing print on demand since 2016. I have also done over 1,000 Zoom calls with people starting their print on demand stores. People that have gone through my training have also made over $6 million in sales on their own stores. And one thing is true with all of that yes, t-shirts are one of the most difficult items to sell. They're also one of the lowest in profit. They're also one of the lower quality print on demand items out there, and they are so saturated. And that's why I am making this video here with the hope that you would get your hands dirty and begin going through some of the print on demand suppliers that you're already using to see what different types of all over print items they have. Here inside of the Printify app, they have a whole bunch of different products, quite literally dozens of different all over print items, including leggings and dresses and polo shirts and zip hoodies and print on demand socks and pajamas, athletic shirts, and even print on demand dresses. The idea here is to think a little bit outside of the box with your print on demand store in the year 2025 and beyond. Subliminator, which is the print on demand supplier we looked at before, has a relatively small catalog when you compare that to the catalog of Printify or even other apps out there, but they have a lot of really high quality items. All of the things that you're seeing on the screen right now are all over print items. Here on my channel, I have reviewed dozens of different all over print items, so definitely check through some of my other videos to see the quality and up close pictures and videos of some of these items. Again, the point of me making this video is to simply just show you some of the different things that are out there. Subliminator has over 17 pages of print on demand apparel products, and all of them are all over print. And ultimately what I'm saying is if we scroll through this store here, it is a print on demand store that is selling to the mountain biking niche. Yes, they have a lot of traditional t-shirts, but they are also doing a lot with all over print. Stuff like this here on the right with an all over print shirt, and stuff like this here on the left with an all over print hoodie. Now, you don't have to make your design super detailed. We've looked at this print on demand store here. This design is a little bit simple compared to maybe some of the other ones where the design is covering the entire product, or even this store here where the design is quite literally covering the entire product. This store here has also kept it very simple with products like this, and that is totally fine. Now, even traditional hoodies like these here can ultimately be quite lackluster as well, because again, your design is just getting printed on the chest, and many cases as well, the design is going to look like every other hoodie design out there. But when you begin transitioning to all over print items, even something super simple like this here with a little bit of printing on the cuffs, a little bit of printing on the hood as well, you end up with something that is a lot cooler and a little bit more in depth and detailed than some of the traditional regular hoodies or regular t-shirts. And so my hope is that if you've watched this video today and you're selling a print on demand apparel, or you want to sell print on demand apparel, especially on a Shopify store where you're going to be doing social media marketing, you will see just how many different products are out there. What I showed you today is quite literally just the tip of the iceberg. I would advise you, if you do have an interest in selling some of these all over print items, to first and foremost check out my free print on demand course. Like I said, I've created over 30 step-by-step videos showing you how to build your store. That way you can use those training videos to actually build your store and get your social media accounts set up and ready to go, and then spend the rest of your time researching print on demand products and looking through print on demand suppliers to find the perfect item for your niche. And if you have any questions, I'd be curious to know what they are, so drop them down in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.